So I haven't been creating content or posting videos for the last couple of months. Did y'all miss me? Did you even recognize that I was gone? Listen, if you have been watching me on this TV for the last months or years, like a lot of my clients tell me, my channel went quiet, literally completely quiet. I have not posted a YouTube video in 2 months. I still showed up on Facebook and TikTok from time to time, but guys, I had to take a step back. I had to take a step back and really reflect on my life and what was really important to me. And what I meant by that was I was running on empty. I literally was running on fumes. I was burnt out. I was stressed out. I was tired. I was exhausted. And I didn't even realize that I was still grieving. So I was praying and I was just feeling like, God, you're not answering my prayers. I feel like I can't hear you. Where are you? And I got to a place where I felt like God was like, Sonali, you need to rest. And I'm like, God, I'm sleeping. I'm going to sleep at night. But the reality was I wasn't resting. I wasn't taking care of me. I was trying to perform. I was trying to do everything for everybody because I was operating in fear. And I didn't even realize that I was operating in fear, but I was. Because everything that I do on social media, everything that I do for my clients was out of a place of, if I'm not perfect, if I don't answer every phone call, if I don't show up for them, then they're going to find another agent and I'm going to lose a client, or they're not going to think that I'm the best thing in the world. And that had me stressed out. That had me feeling a lot of pressure. And then, guys, to be honest, life started happening. This honestly was probably one of the most difficult years that I've ever gone through. Some of you may know that in May, my twin nieces had a drug overdose. And unfortunately, one of my nieces passed away. And I, got in my car immediately. I drove to Philly and I was there with my sister, who is my best friend in the entire world. I love her so much. Please keep her and her family in your prayers. My niece was 27 years old and she was beautiful and she was smart and she was funny and she was brilliant, but she lost her life to a drug addiction. And dealing with that brought back a lot of memories for me. I think you guys know that I've shared in the past that my mom was a drug addict and how her drug addiction affected my life. And even though my niece is not my child, it hurt me so bad because I know what it's like dealing with a person who has a drug addiction. And she's a twin, and her twin overdosed at the same time. But thankfully her twin survived and she passed away. And so I went into fix it mode like I always do. I went into solve it mode and trying to be there for my sister, trying to help her take the pain away. And I didn't take the time to care for myself. I was still trying to close deals, still trying to navigate, relationships with my clients and run my business and run my YouTube and all of that in the background. But my heart was broken. I was really hurt and I didn't even realize how much I was hurting. And then after the summer, I kept getting phone calls from my doctor that I needed to go have another mammogram. And I had a mammogram and my mammogram came back and it was abnormal. And I then had a breast cancer scare. And I had to go through biopsies. I had to go through all kinds of testings. And ironically, both of my aunts on my dad's side, so stay with me, both of my aunts on my dad's side, they both have breast cancer in the past couple of years. And my stepmom, I'm not blood related to her, but she also had breast cancer. And I was like, God, there's no way you're going to let me have breast cancer. Like, there's no way you're going to let me go through this, God. And I went to a place of just being numb. I just went to a place of fear. And I knew that fear is not from God. I knew that fear is from the enemy. I knew that God didn't want me to be fearful. He wanted me to have faith and he wanted me to trust him. But y'all, I was terrified. And I shut down. I didn't want to talk to anybody. I was sad. I was crying. I was angry. I was confused. I'm like, God, I'm trying to do the right thing. I'm trying to run a business. I'm trying to live my life. I'm trying to do things the right way, the way you want me to do things. And I've got all these things coming at me. And financial things started hitting. And, everything just felt like it was coming down at once. And I was exhausted. And then I was crying one day and I was literally just saying the Our Father prayer, Our Father who art in heaven. And I felt like the Holy Spirit says, Sonali, you need to rest. And I'm like, God, why do I have to rest? Why can't I just keep pushing through like I always do? I've always been a fighter. I've always been a survivor. Why can't I be stronger? I need your strength, Holy Spirit. And I felt the Holy Spirit say, Sonali, you need to rest. Y'all, I've been running on empty. Seriously, I did not know what it was like to be still. And when I tell you for 2 months, I literally rested. I literally did the work that I had to do. God brought me to the story of Elijah. It was in 1 Kings chapter 19. Now, Elijah, if you don't know anything about Elijah, definitely read about him. He had just experienced an incredible victory over the prophets of Baal. He called down fire from heaven. He was at what I felt like the peak of his ministry. And then all of a sudden, he's literally running from his life, running from Jezebel. He's exhausted. He's overwhelmed. He's scared. And he's literally sitting under a broom tree like, God, I want to die. Take me out. And here's what I found to be so amazing, that God didn't rebuke Elijah. He didn't tell him to go hustle harder, stop being a punk, don't be weak, have more faith. God was like, look, go to sleep. You need to eat and sleep because the journey ahead of you is going to be too much for you if you don't rest. And then after he was strengthened, God gave him his next assignment. And I'm going to be honest, I feel like learning that changed a lot for me because I realized that me resting was necessary. It was obedience. And then God brought me to Matthew chapter 11, verse 28 that says, come unto me, all ye that labor and are heavy laden, and I will give you rest. Y'all, I was laboring. My work that I love so much. I love creating content. I love selling houses. I love property tours. I love all of it. But I was carrying so much weight, physical weight. The weight of my business, the weight of everyone's expectations, the weight of the fear of what people think about me, the weight of, can I lose a client? What if my business, doesn't pick back up? I was exhausted. And I needed to rest and I needed to reevaluate. And most importantly, I needed to reconnect with God in a real way. I don't want you to think that I was backslidden. I didn't stop praying and all of that stuff because you know how some of y'all Christians are. Y'all be judgmental. But I just felt like when I prayed, God wasn't hearing me, or that I wasn't hearing God, or that I couldn't listen to God. Because even when I felt like I'm praying and I'm trying to get a prayer through, it was like, I didn't feel like God was responding. I felt like I was doing everything I could, but y'all, I was exhausted. I was so tired, so overwhelmed, and I didn't realize that I had been doing this for years. I felt like I was resting, but this couple of months of pure rest, where I reconnected with my sister, I reconnected with my grandkids, I reconnected with my husband in a real way. I traveled every single weekend for football like I always do, but I rested. I did the things that for my business that were necessary, and thank God. Let me tell you how good God is. Even in the fact of me not actively pursuing clients, actively going out here trying to get business, God was sending me clients. I was getting referrals from agents that I'd never met. Past clients were calling me back. Let me tell you, Psalms 127 verse 2 says, it's in vain that you rise up early and go late to rest, eating the bread of anxious toil, for he gives sleep to his beloved. And I was like, man, God, you love me enough to give me rest. And y'all, that's a game changer for me. And I just want to encourage you, if you're feeling burnt out, if you're feeling overwhelmed, whether you're an entrepreneur, whether you're a mom, I don't care what you do. I just want you to know that rest is not rebellion. It's not laziness. It's obedience. Okay. So in these past couple of months, some things that I did differently is I slept. I watched Netflix when I wanted to. I found a TV show that I watched and I loved it, and I watched 3 seasons of it. I made dinner every day. I cleaned my house every day. All the little things that I was kind of putting aside for my business, I started prioritizing them differently, okay? I wanted to spend more time with my husband. During football season, we don't get a lot of time together anyway because he's coaching, we're on the road, we're watching our son, we're doing all of those things, but I needed to prioritize. I had to say, God, you are first, my marriage is second, my family, and then my business. But before, it was like my business was before everything, and sometimes even before God, if I'm gonna be honest. And friends, I also had to check back into therapy. I've been seeing a therapist now for about 2 years consistently, but I started seeing her less and less because I'm like, I don't want to talk to no therapist every week or every 2 weeks. I've been kind of going every month or every other month. And over these last couple of months, I saw her bi-weekly or every week because it's important for us. And if you are a Black woman, listen to this. I know that we have to be the strong ones. We carry the weight of the world on our back. We go through all of this, and therapy is taboo in the Black community. But hear my heart on this. If you need therapy, go get it. Therapy is a game changer because it gives you a place to talk about the things that are bothering you. It gives you a different way to deal with things. And there's different types of therapy, especially if you've got trauma like I've got trauma. And guys, I'm going to share this, but you all know, probably if you've seen me on Facebook, that I've struggled with weight probably for my entire life. And I started my weight loss journey in 2020. I started at almost 300 pounds. I was 289 pounds. For the first time in the longest time, I've lost weight. I'm under 200 pounds. I feel better. When people see me now, they see that I've lost weight, not just in my face, but they're like, wow, you look so good. What have you been doing? I'm like, child, I've been sleeping. Because I have. It's like, God, all the things that I've been working hard for, all the things that I've been, putting on the back burner, my health, my marriage, my family, because of my business, it's like I put my business on the back burner and God still blessed my business, and I just wanted to share that with you guys, that I had to take some time. I had to take a season to rest. And I'm back, I'm back on YouTube. You guys are going to see my constant videos. But I needed to feel God. I needed to feel His presence. I needed to sleep. I needed to be able to take care of Sonali. And I'm ending this year strong. I didn't reach my real estate goals, but you know what? I reached some goals that I can't put a dollar amount on, that I can't put anything else on except to God be the glory. So this is crazy, right? So you're probably like, Sonali, I didn't come here for your motivational speeches. I didn't come here for that. I came here for real estate, and I'm going to get to real estate in just a moment. But even in the midst of my rest, I need you to know that God still showed up for me, and His grace is amazing. Because like I said, clients still found me, deals still closed, and that taught me something about how I serve my clients. That my business doesn't just depend on my hustle, it depends on God's faithfulness. And I want you to know that your home buying experience or your home selling experience shouldn't depend on panic or pressure, or you shouldn't be exhausted. I'm so grateful now that I'm back to my business, because I'm not coming back the same. I'm back with crystal clear clarity about how I want to show up for my clients. Listen, home buying and selling is already one of the most stressful experiences of your life. It's right up there with death and divorce. You don't need a burnt out, overwhelmed, stressed out real estate agent adding to the pressure that you're already dealing with when you're trying to buy and sell a home. You need someone that's going to be able to hold space for you, who can lead you with peace, who can help you make wise decisions from a clear mind, not from panic and fear. So here are the things that I did and how I feel like I'm coming back a little bit differently. I broke that 24/7 availability trap. I used to think being a good agent meant being available every second of every day, late night texts, early morning calls, answering emails at 11 p.m., 1 a.m. And you know what that created? Burnout for me and unhealthy expectations for my clients. But when you're always on, you're never fully present. So now I have set hours, I have boundaries, and guess what? My clients are better served because when I'm working, I am fully present. I'm not distracted, I'm not resentful, I'm not exhausted running on fumes. I'm present, I'm focused, and I'm giving you my best. And I love that for me. And I love that for you too. Next, I stopped operating from fear and started operating from peace. I used to make decisions from sometimes a place of panic. What if they choose another agent? What if I lose this deal? But fear can make you sloppy, friends. Fear can make you rush. Fear makes you miss red flags, and I don't do that anymore. I operate from a place of peace. If a deal isn't right for you, I'm going to tell you. If you need to slow down, I'm going to protect that space. If you're making a decision out of fear or pressure, I'm going to call it out, and we're going to pause until we can move forward with confidence and peace. It's no point in you entering into what is the most important decision of your life in fear. You know what, friends? Every single day, people just like you reach out to me because they want to relocate to Hampton Roads, and I absolutely love providing them with the information that they need to make confident real estate decisions. And that's exactly why I have created several comprehensive home buyer and home seller relocation guides that are going to blow you away. And guess what, guys? They are absolutely free. I'm talking completely free. That's right, friends. These guides have everything you want to know. I'm talking neighborhood breakdowns, breakdowns, market insights, moving timelines, school information, and all the insider knowledge that we talk about on this channel. All you have to do is click the link in the description below, and I'll send these incredible resources right over to you. I'm also being more intentional about capacity. See, I've always put my clients first, their journey, their needs, what's best for them. That's never changed, and it's never going to change. But what I realized during this season of rest is that I was taking on so many clients at once that I couldn't show up fully present as I wanted to be for each person. I'm being more selective about how many clients I'm going to work with at a time. Not because I care less, but actually because I care more. I want to be able to lock in with you. I want to have the space to really listen to you when you call and not constantly go from one thing to another. So you'll notice I may have to call you back, or I may schedule more appointments now, but I want to be able to catch the things that you're not saying, the stress in your voice, the hesitation about a house that might look perfect on paper, or the fear that you're trying to hide because you think that you should have everything figured out. See, I've always asked the important questions. What's your budget? When do you want to move? What neighborhoods are you considering? What questions and concerns do you have? But now I have the capacity, after taking a season to rest, to go deeper. I want to know how you're really doing. How's this process affecting your sleep? Is it causing stress in your marriage? Are you feeling peace about this decision, or are you feeling pressure? Because you're not just buying a house, friends. You're making one of the biggest financial decisions of your life while juggling work sometimes, kids, maybe deployment if you're military, maybe a cross-country move. Maybe you've got family drama, financial stress. I don't know. But I want to have the space to see the whole you and serve the whole you. So listen, whether you're military under PCS pressure, if you're a first-time home buyer facing a bidding war, if you're a seller letting go of a family home full of memories, if this process is stealing your peace, something is wrong. Real estate should be exciting and hopeful. Yes, it's a big decision, but it shouldn't destroy your mental health or your relationships. You don't have to sacrifice peace for a house. If you're losing sleep, if you're fighting with your spouse, if your gut is screaming, this isn't right, I need you to listen to that. God gave you discernment for a reason, and I want you to use it, okay? So if you're feeling any of these things right now, what are some things that you can do right now? First of all, set a boundary that protects your peace. Reach out to one person who can hold space for you without judging. Release one thing you're doing out of obligation instead of calling. You don't have to fix everything today. Just start with doing one thing. If you're in a place of burnout right now, barely holding on, smiling through the struggles, you can text me at 757-837-0096. Not just to talk about real estate, although we can if you want to, but to talk about rest, to talk about boundaries, to talk about what it means to actually take care of yourself. See, I've created resources about protecting your peace, and I want to send them to you for free. All you have to do is text me. Let me support you the way that I wish I allowed someone to support me over these past 6 months. If you're buying or selling a home and you want an agent who prioritizes your peace as much as your property, again, text me at 757-837-0096. I've got comprehensive buyer and seller guides and all types of neighborhood guides that will give you so much clarity. So whether you're relocating to Hampton Roads or anywhere else in the country, I've got amazing relationships with incredible agents nationwide, and we're gonna work together to make sure you have an amazing home buying or home selling experience. Guys, honestly, this was one of the hardest years of my life. From having a health scare in October, losing my niece in May, burnout, dealing with depression, my weight loss journey, grief that showed up at the worst possible times. And yet, guys, I'm grateful. I'm truly, truly grateful. I'm grateful for the warning signs that made me stop before I completely crashed and lost my mind. God loved me enough to make me pause. I'm grateful for my amazing, sexy husband, my son who continues to pursue his dreams while I was trying to figure out mine, for my grandchildren who reminded me of what actually matters. And guys, I would be remiss to not tell you how grateful I am for my clients who gave me grace. No one abandoned me. I didn't lose one client, not one. And that's God's favor, even when I didn't feel like I deserved it. Guys, I'm grateful for the lesson that my worth isn't in my productivity. My value isn't how many deals that I close or how many videos I post or how many people think that my life is together. Y'all, it's not. I am struggling every single day. 1 Thessalonians chapter 5, verse 18 says, give thanks in all circumstances, for this is the will of God in Christ Jesus for you. Not give thanks for all circumstances, but in all circumstances, even the hard ones, even the ones that you feel like are going to break you, even the ones that make you question everything. See, friends, gratitude in the midst of the crisis, that's where I'm living right now. That's where I'm at. Because that's where I truly believe that transformation happens. I am grateful. And I'm back now. I'm back because God said now it's okay to get back on your YouTube channel. I'm back because I feel renewed and invigorated. And I want to help burnt out entrepreneurs who forget that rest is holy. I'm here for stressed out buyers who need someone to tell them it's okay to slow down. I'm here for overwhelmed sellers who need an agent that honors their emotions, not just their equity. I'm here for anyone who has forgotten that peace is possible even in the middle of life's most important transitions. So let me ask you, where are you in your life right now? Are you running on empty? Where are you smiling but you're secretly struggling? Where are you being the strong friend and forgetting to ask for help? Because what if God is asking you to take a step back so he can propel you forward? What if rest isn't weakness, but it's obedience? What if the best decision you could make for yourself right now is just to stop, breathe, and trust God? That's my video for you today, friends. Thank you so much for watching my channel. Thank you so much for showing me grace during my time away. Your support absolutely means the world to me. I love helping people relocate to and from the Hampton Roads area. But even if you don't need a realtor in Hampton Roads, I've still got your back. I have amazing relationships with incredible agents nationwide, and we'll work together to make sure that you have an amazing experience no matter where you're moving to or where you're moving from. So if you want to work with me, all you have to do is get in touch. You can text me at 757-837-0096, or you can just drop a comment below. Don't forget, I drop new videos every Thursday and every Sunday at 6 p.m. and I drop daily shorts to keep you winning in real estate. Friends, may the Lord bless you and shine his light on you. May the favor of God give you comfort and give you peace. Thank you so much for listening to this video and watching my channel. I'll see you in the next video where we'll talk all about Hampton Roads real estate. I'll see you next time. God bless you.